So this is a camper. Couple spots just to know on these screens. Don't know if you can see it, but got a little hole there. And same thing on the one right here. Those two aren't bad, but this one is here. But these windows zip up, and you've got the AC unit right here. It's dirty. I need to clean it up before I actually go to sell it, but it's not horribly dirty. It's more or less just all the bugs from the lake that found their way into the holes and stuff. This folds down into a bed, and then that pole, there's a tabletop that goes for it, but that comes out and that whole thing folds down. Get your ventilation switch for the refrigerator. It's got hookups and power outlets kind of all over. I'm not sure how that works for the TV, but that hookup's there. Got lights that run off the battery all over this thing here. Storage, more outlets, water pump. It's kind of empty on water right now, but had some antifreeze, RV antifreeze stuff for to keep it from freezing up the stuff last winter. Again, it's dirty, I apologize, but got the shower head, which mind you, I just got it wet in here because of that. But yeah, you got your shower. I'll clean all this up while it flushes as it should. Got storage under here. Some of the water lines are there. Some of them are in here. Some of them. I got the cover piece for this as well, but it just needs wiped down, vacuumed, which I'll do all that. You got a heater built in there, which behind this thing, thermostat for that. But if you see, optional heat, so it's got heat in two different places. I believe this system is just a heat system, not an AC system. I could be wrong, but being summer, we just use the AC thing on the top. This has got like a little ventilation. And big storage in here. Storage in there. Goes back. Fire extinguisher. More storage, which that door you can access from the outside, but you can also lock it so other people can't. This goes down into the bed of the truck. I guess that's just for access for stuff outside if you decide to laying things down or pump off. This thing down here. There's a fuse panel for things such as the fridge and all that stuff, I'd assume, and the heater unit. Carbon monoxide or something alarm. I've got a couple of those that we also took down. There's your water tank, but you fill it from the outside. That's more filters and water lines in your electrical box. That's the lid to this battery thing, which I'm charging right now to make sure it's good to go, or will be charging as soon as I get it plugged in. And there's a water release valve to empty the tank as well. That goes underneath the camper. So, okay, so that's the camper. And there's also a window there. But yeah, okay, so mom's calling me. I gotta go see what she wants. But that's the camper for you. Otherwise, everything's gravy. I mean, there's really nothing wrong with it other than those little holes in the screen. Got a privacy cover that slides across like that for privacy. And then you also got one in here for the shower that wraps around, and privacy, you got the shades that roll down. For the windows, this window doesn't open, but it's there. Anything else, just let me know as far as this camper goes. I'll come out here and get you some, because there's some information right here too as well. If you have to, just pause it. Hold on. Sorry about that. She doesn't give up until I answer back. I was hoping she just saw me in here recording, but she didn't. Okay. Okay. Got a screen door. You have that option. Got a little light up here. Again, runs off the battery, as the ones do inside. So does the water pump. There's your thing for propane tank. Just needs refilled. I do have all the cords for it as well. Hell, the propane tank may or may not be empty. Maybe I had to do something in there to turn that on, didn't know it. That's access to all that. And that's a breather vent for the fridge. Got a little fan in there that runs whenever you got the fridge on. These are for a dually. If you don't have a dually, these can bracket back over here. It's just for the dually. I had to buy these separate, and they weren't cheap, but they lift up and turn. So when I go to pull this out, it clears the bed of the truck. There's where you fill for your water. This is where the 220 cord plugs into the camper, and then the other end plugs into the spot they have at the campground. And this is for the trailer lights, so the truck can, you know, the brake lights, the signals, and all that, which do work except for the reverse lights for some reason, and it may be fused because the reverse lights on the truck don't work either. I will have to glue that part back up there. It's just come loose. Hail damage is things like that, kind of all over, but again, it doesn't affect how the camper is. Like I said, the worst spot is that screen up there. You can see it's all sewn in to the top of that, so you're not really getting any leaks unless you have that unzipped. And then that would be the worst spot there, which I've tried to seal up several times. Again, it just comes up into this opening lip here, but it still bothers me enough to where it's like, yeah, I try to keep it sealed just in case. But no leaks when it rains, even with the top popped up like this, because I had to wash the canvas once. It was starting to get dirty. I'll probably wash it all once again, but again, hail damage, not the biggest deal in the world. And then the truck, I believe, is locked. Yeah, so